Hello, Rick Billings here. Hey, I'm going to walk you through adding a custom domain to ClickFunnels. Okay, so I'm going to set up a domain. I created a site, Unlimited Compensation, and I have the domain name unlimitedcompensation.com. Okay, so over here under accounts where it says custom domains right here, you can see I have some domains here, but I don't have unlimited compensation here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and it explains how to do this in the ClickFunnels under docs here, okay? But what you do is you come over here to CloudFlare. CloudFlare is a service that they use to help redirect, your domains there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and log in. I have an account here. You can set up a free account. So I'm logged in. I have some other domains set up, and I'm going to hit up here at the very top, add a site, okay? So I'm going to come here and I'm going to type a website that the website I want to have in here, which is unlimited. I don't need a capital. Unlimited compensation.com. Okay. Let me see. Unlimited compensation.com. And it says begin to scan. So it's going to scan and see where the IP address is at. And so it goes ahead and connects that IP address. Let it do that here a second, and as it progresses there, okay. And then you're gonna go in here and you're gonna add two records. You're gonna add an @ record and a www record to the file here and point it to ClickFunnels, target.clickfunnels.com. That's what they have it set up for. And so it's not a hard process. You just, once you do it once and you just write the process down, or, follow the process actually in the help section, it walks you right through this. Anything we do online, it seems complicated until you do it a couple times. And then once you do it a couple times, you can figure it out. And there's always somebody that can help you also, so it's not a big deal. So it says continue to set up. It's still scanning, but I'll continue to set up. And what you do is you come in here and you remove any other A records that you have, because see, I used to have this domain pointed somewhere else. Okay, so I'm going to remove this A record right here. Okay, I'm going to remove this, the email one's fine. I'm going to remove this one right here, the X. Okay. I'm going to remove this www. So you got to remove anything that's an A record or www. It doesn't care about email or FTP or mail. MX is mail, so it doesn't care about that. So I'm going to come over here and you go to CNAME, you type an @ sign, and then we're going to type in target.clickfunnels.com. Okay, and I'll just copy that because I got to do it again. So target.clickfunnels.com and hit add. Okay, so I added it right there. Then I'm going to add another one that's a www, and I'm going to paste that target in there again, target.clickfunnels.com, and hit add. Once you do that, then you have to click this little cloud here that turns on the status here for the two. Okay, and you can see it brings the domain name here when you put the @ sign. So these two are then turned on, okay, with the cloud right here. So then you hit continue. Okay, and then you choose free. All you need is a free website. CloudFlare offers a lot of other services, but you just need to use the free version, and then hit continue. Okay, and then it says change your name server. So my name server is currently here at my domain host. So I'm going to copy this one right here, Control C. I'm going to go to my domain details, which is here's the domain details here, and here's where the name server is pointing to. In other words, when somebody goes on the internet and types the website in, it goes, this domain is telling it where to go. Well, by putting this domain in here, it's going to re-go to ClickFunnels. So I'm going to hit manage, okay, and then I'm just in mine, I'm going to hit custom domain, and then I'm going to add a name server, okay, and I'll type the first one there, jump back over to the website again, grab the second one, which is always just usually a backup, okay, put this one here, and hit okay. And that'll take, and hit save. And that'll take a little bit to propagate there. And I'll go back to here and I'm going to hit continue. Okay, and so that's set up right there. And then you're going to come over here to page rules, okay, at the top, page rules. And you're going to take and create create a page rule, okay? And so it tells you to come in here and type in www and then your website name unlimitedcompensation.com, and then you got to put a / and an asterisk. Okay, that's like a wild card. Okay, and then you come down here and you hit add, and then you pick a forwarding URL, and you make the status 301 permanent. Okay, you just follow the directions. Okay, and in here you're going to type in HTTPS:/, so you got to make sure you get the S. Okay, and then you're going to type in unlimitedcompensation.com, and here you're going to put a $$1. Okay, HTTPS unlimited compensation $$ yes, and hit save. Okay, and that's okay right there. And then you go back to the overview and everything's done. Okay, it says it's all set up right there, and unlimited compensation is done. So when I go to my you can go to your sites up here and you look at your site, it's pending Nameserver update, so it'll update right there. Okay, so it takes a little time to propagate. As I go back to here, the domain details, if I hit refresh here, it'll change to that. That's a name service. That's fine, so we can get out of there. So those two are set up. So I've got my details going to this name server, which is what it told me. That's perfect. I got this all set up, which it just needs to propagate and connect to the different domain servers. And we're going to come back over here and we're going to add it right here now under the account custom domain. So I'm going to hit add. Okay, and I'm going to say unlimitedcompensation.com, and it's going to come down here and say where you build a page, what page you're going to point it to. So I got to go find the page I built, and I'm going to point it to the first page. Let me see, it's unlimited it's probably alphabetical order. There it is right there. So I'm going to put it, is that the right page? Yes. So I'm going to put it this one right here, and then the arrow I'm going to put to the same page. I think it's towards the bottom here, the first page in there, and I'm going to turn enable SSL. Okay, so unlimited compensation. Okay, and I'll create domain. So now this domain's here. Okay, so that's set up. So I've got my domain details fixed. I'm using CloudFlare, and I got my domain added to ClickFunnels. Now if I go to ClickFunnels and go browse my funnels, here's my funnel right here. I'm going to go ahead under settings at the very top in the very upper right hand corner, and I'm going to drop this down to domains. So I'm going to pick my unlimited compensation domain, and I'm going to scroll to the very bottom, and I'm going to save it. So what that's going to enable me to do, instead of going to rickbillings.clickfunnels.com / I called it LP for landing page, instead of going there, it's going to go to www.unlimitedcompensation.com. Okay, so it just remaps this domain right here to my funnel. Now in the publishing section, there's a couple of the settings. I go ahead and choose it here also on all these right here. I don't, it's there, so I choose it. So under each page, I go ahead and set that. And so you can see it now say unlimitedcompensation.com. So when people just go to this website right here, this domain will show up, and it doesn't have the ClickFunnels anymore. And so then I go to the next one, and I go to publishing, and I drop this domain down here. Okay, and I do that for each of these pages. So I got 8 pages in the funnel. Obviously 2 of the pages are the disclaimer and privacy policy. Okay, hit update and go to the next one, and publishing, unlimited compensation, hit update, the questionnaire, publishing, and obviously it seems a little detailed here, but you'll have to do it one time, and then that way it's remapped to that domain. Okay, so that way you just give people that domain name and they get right to where you want to go, and you don't have to give them a long one, or you don't have to take that ClickFunnels URL and map it to like a shortener or something like that. You can still use a shortener, but you don't have to here. Okay, so we're set now, and it's going to take a little time to propagate. Propagate means it has to connect to all the servers and stuff like that. So, but that's all you have to do. It's you follow these steps, go through there, and we've added a custom domain to ClickFunnels. And you can see it up here, unlimitedcompensation.com. So once it propagates, people go there, it goes right to my page and follows all the way through the funnel. Okay? Thank you. We'll see you on another video here.